Lacrosse is a sport that originated in North America in the 12th century by Native Americans. Men's lacrosse is often viewed as a very masculine sport because of its physicality and competitiveness. When looking at it through a gender studies perspective, it reinforces traditional gender norms. In lacrosse, there is a lot of physical contact allowed in the game. Players can body check opponents and use their sticks to knock the ball away. Because of this, athletes must wear protective equipment and are expected to play aggressively. The structure of the rules encourages players to be physically dominant and aggressive, traits that are commonly associated with traditional masculinity. Because the sport rewards these behaviors, it reinforces the idea that men should be strong, aggressive, and tough. This reinforces traditional masculinity and is an example of doing gender. There is a culture of toughness in lacrosse and in sports in general. As players, we are expected to keep playing even if we are tired, in pain, or sometimes even injured. Athletes may feel pressure to act tough in order to prove themselves to teammates and coaches. Because the sport encourages men to suppress vulnerability, not show weakness, and emphasizes toughness, this reinforces traditional masculinity and is another example of doing gender. The game behind me is the U12 PLL Championship game. This game is played by kids under the age of 12 who are rising prospects in the sport. They play at a fast pace from a young age. All of them who are on the field are trying to win and are playing at their very highest level. This shows that even at a young age, competitiveness and dominance is instilled in men and is an example of doing gender. During games, players sometimes use trash talk or intimidation to get into their opponent's head. This behavior is often accepted in competitive sports and can be seen as a way to prove confidence and dominance over another player. Acting tough or intimidating opponents reinforces the idea that men should be dominant and fearless. Because the culture of the sport encourages these behaviors, it reinforces traditional masculine traits and becomes another example of doing gender.
I didn't kick you in the nuts. He's not diving at his feet. He's going to get him first time. What are you talking about? Hey, go to your side. Do something new.
In traditional gender norms, men are often expected to be emotionally reserved and not openly express feelings or support. However, in men's lacrosse, players constantly communicate with teammates by encouraging each other, celebrating goals, calling out support on the field, and giving positive feedback after plays. On offense, players are talking to each other about what play they're going to run next, who's going to cut, who's going to pass, and who's going to score. On defense, players call out the offensive players cutting and communicate with their teammates about helping them if they need it. The goalie is the biggest communicator of all on the field. He tells players what to do on the defense. He is seen as the leader and always is the loudest. This kind of open communication and support challenges androcentrism. Because it breaks away from these gender norms, it can be seen as undoing gender.
Match up, match up, match up. Channing, see up. Channing, see pull. Help, help, help away, help away. I got two. Channing, I got two. Tim.
Overall, most aspects of men's lacrosse like physicality, competitiveness, and trash talk reinforce gender norms, while open and supportive communication doesn't. The physical nature of the sport promotes aggression and strength. The expectation to keep playing despite injury promotes toughness and emotional control. Trash talk and intimidation also emphasize dominance over opponents. These behaviors are often celebrated and seen as normal within men's lacrosse.